Today I want to go over how you guys can start your own six-figure clothing brand, and it's honestly easier than you think. From building your brand to getting the clothes to also selling out your first drop. I'm going to be going over all of it today. Now here's one brand that I've started before, and yes, I have a little bit of experience with these clothing brands. Now I do know a couple of people and have also done a bunch of research on YouTube to kind of gain knowledge about how to start your own clothing brand. So I'll go step by step and help you guys out so that you could start going viral on TikTok, Instagram, and actually blow up your brand. Let's just get right into it. So first off is starting your brand and making your brand name. Now what you want to do is have a very catchy name for your brand. Now examples of bad names for your brand would be like Angel or Blessed. These are just overused and no one wants to wear that on them. If you have a catchy name like Adore Capri, just like Caprese does, well, these brands kind of stick with you and you actually will remember them by their name. This is good since once you buy their product, or maybe you think about buying their product later, well then they'll come right back to you and buy your product. Now you could definitely use Italian words or different kind of languages and use their words to build your own brand. Now a good example would be like amor, which is just love in Italian. Amor actually sounds pretty catchy and cool, and it isn't just, oh, love. Now let's go on to making your brand logo. Now what a logo is like Nike has the check or Adidas has the stripes. Everyone just knows them for this, and you kind of want a catchy logo that you can put on your own products. Now it does have to be kind of unique, so a star would be pretty cool, maybe even a heart. Now just little logos like that really work, so definitely try out a couple of different emojis or things like that. Now once you find your logo and name, let's go on to building your own website and also building your actual clothes. Now for building the website, I would recommend using Shopify since it's super easy and super simple. Now I do have a couple of videos on building your actual own website on Shopify. You guys can click somewhere up here and watch those videos after this one. Basically, those will bring you step by step through how to use Shopify and kind of navigate through it. Now the thing with Shopify is that you do need to be 18 to accept payments. Therefore, you'll have to use a parent's or brother or anyone that's over 18's identity just to receive payments. So now that we did that, let's go over marketing and how you guys can actually start to market your brand. Now marketing your brand is going to be one of the easier parts to this thing, as long as you have good clothes. But even if you don't have good clothes, if you have really good marketing, well, you'll still get sales. A good example would be the brand Sunday, which I actually watch on YouTube. And their last couple of drops, they have literally sold out within minutes.
It's going now. It feels surreal. It doesn't feel real that we just made $12,000 in 2 minutes.
Now the reason that they are getting so many sales is because they're marketing. Not to lie, their clothes is kind of basic and it doesn't really look amazing, but just the marketing itself really carries the brand, and how he has a whole YouTube channel about how he's starting this business, and he also posts TikTok videos which go pretty viral. Also, he was a part of Nelk, which is a really big reason why he just has a lot of popularity around his brand. But just Sunday, the name of the brand just sounds really cool, and I feel like that's a great way to market your brand, is with a good name for your brand. And that's why all of these steps kind of build up and kind of add to your brand and will really shape the future of it. So if you market it in a funny way, in a serious way, or even just in any way possible that is pretty unique, well, you'll probably get sales. So now let's go over the designs. Now, 2 ways that you guys can actually make your own designs is thinking of them yourself and making them yourself, or hiring a designer, which I would really recommend. Now hiring a designer is pretty difficult, but I will try and help you guys out with the links below. So I'll just sell a couple of designers down there, and they're pretty cheap and pretty useful. Now basically what you'll do is tell the designer your idea, or even make your own idea yourself. And after the designer gets your idea, they're gonna make a couple of mock-ups of cool designs that you guys can actually use. Now the thing when making your design is that it has to be insanely unique. Nowadays there are thousands of clothing brands that just go out of business because they're making basic designs. So unless you have a super crazy idea or something that just looks insanely cool, well then it's not gonna sell. So make sure that you actually have good ideas that haven't been done before. Now I know this does sound pretty difficult, but you can use AI to brainstorm, or just kind of lie down in bed and just look at the roof and just really think about what is gonna make your brand unique. You can also go on walks. This will really open up your mind. Maybe you want a cool, tree design with a bird in it or something. Maybe you'll just see this when you're on a walk and you'll just kind of imagine it. So through experiences, you'll also get designs. But that's why I would recommend just kind of brainstorming your designs and picking the best ones and be very, very picky. Now, finding your manufacturer can be kind of hard, but the thing is that you want to test a bunch of them and find the one that fits you. Now, when I say kind of use a bunch of them, is that you're going to get a bunch of samples from different manufacturers, and you can just do this by searching it online, US manufacturers for clothing, and just have them send you samples or super cheap samples that you guys can kind of see if you actually like. Now, what this would do is make sure that you don't get scammed, first of all, but second of all, show that the quality is good. Maybe you have a pre-drop where you actually kind of sell out your clothes before you even make it, and then you send them the money to send out all your clothes. That is a pretty good strategy. Now, there's also people that actually sell their list online of good manufacturers for clothing. Now, the thing when finding a manufacturer is be safe. They can actually scam you very easily, so don't just send them straight up $1,000 because you want a bunch of bulk clothes of some product that you haven't even tested yet. This can definitely end off badly, so I would recommend just starting off maybe using $100-ish on their clothing and sending out to your customers who have already bought yours, and see if the transaction goes well, see if you actually don't get scammed, and then you can start to kind of build a relationship with them and get even better sales. Now, when you build a relationship with them, they'll also give you better deals on your clothes, therefore your profit margins will keep on growing and you'll just make more money overall. Now, let me go over what a pre-order is. This basically means that you sell clothes before you even have it all built up and made in your factory. Now, no, you do not need a factory. You could start in your garage or your room and just kind of order all the clothes and package it yourself. But if you start getting like 500 orders a day, well, this is going to be insanely stressful, and you will need your family to help you out, or you will need some friends to help you out, because that's going to be a lot of packaging. But after you start making big money, like 10K profit, well, then you can just rent out a place and actually build your brand much bigger and much quicker. Now, the thing with building your brand is the marketing is very important. I don't want to stress this enough on you guys, but literally don't just shove your product into their face. Kind of sneak it into your videos. Maybe do a video like a day in the life of like a millionaire, and then you're just wearing clothes, and you'll get comments that are like, where did you get those shorts? Those are sick. Or your jacket is super cool. Where did you get that? And from that, you can actually start to make hundreds of dollars, thousands, millions, with trillions. So a pre-order also means that you'll never sell out, which means that you will have to get thousands of sales and ship them out within a deadline that you promised to your customers. Now, if you do take super long, they may want a return or a refund. And I can't stress it enough, get out your packages as quick as possible. People are literally so needy and will not wait more than a week for their clothing items. And also, the thing is that you don't actually need a big fan base to be successful. If you have 1,000 loyal fans who buy your clothes a lot, well, that's enough to just get yourself up to the 10K, 100K mark, especially with how much clothes they buy. Maybe they buy 3 shorts from you, maybe they buy 5 shirts from you, and you're just gonna kind of build it from there. And these people actually promote your brand, since they're gonna be wearing it in real life, in their videos, in their stories on Instagram, and they're gonna be promoting it for free, which is just organic promotion for you. And that's where the real money is gonna start to be made. So take this video as a sign and just start to make your brand, and don't give up on your guys' dreams. Now, subscribe if you do want more side hustles or more information on making your own clothing brand. And I hope this actually helped you guys out. See you next time.